Hey, hi guys, how's it hanging? How's it going? Is everything okay? Hopefully it is. Yesterday, well, actually not yesterday, well, today we had a very special announcement by Dr. O himself, which gave us some card reveals of the new Heal Guardians for V era. For existing V support cards in the upcoming clan collection, and I am very excited to talk about these. These are going to be introducing the new motif of guarding. Oh, so they're based on the motif of G Guardians, which is pretty sick, featuring a new heal trigger, which is a grade 3. So it might supplement some of the issues that you might have oftentimes in V, whether or not you're going first or you're going second. These will help a whole lot if your opponent's going to be pressing you. I think these are more designed to be going second cards, so you can either choose to mulligan into them, but I do suspect you're probably going to play them as, you know, as going second cards. You can actually even opt into holding a couple in your hand, but as they're grade 3s, you actually cannot G-assist with these. You can't G-assist with these in your hand because you can write up the grade 3 on grade 2. So, you know what I mean? You gotta be smart with choosing how you're gonna do this. So, alright, so they're grade 3, 10k power, 15k shield, which is weird. Grade 3s having shield value is pretty insane. And if anybody also has ever played Vanguard 0, heal triggers are also grade 3s in Vanguard 0. Triggers in general are grade 3s in Vanguard 0. So I kind of like this little nod. I mean, it could have been any grade, to be honest. It could have been grade 2s with the same skill. You know what I mean? So it's kind of nice. I really like it. So I like the fact that grade 3s gives like an extra avenue of being able to play around with it, which is kind of nice. And of course, in premium as well, you can play these as stride fodders as well. So this is, oh man, it's just so much cool avenues you can deal with it. All right, so. In return, having a smaller shield value, just short of 5k, in comparison to the vanillas that are 20k shield. It has unique abilities. So it has, what are the unique abilities that it have actually? So when you put into Guardian Circle from hand, sadly enough, it's it's from hand, not in on your board or anything. So if you had any like cheeky superior call shenanigans, you probably could have tried to do. Alas, you can't do that. It needs to be put from hand. But I mean, I think it could still make some really cool plays though. When put from on G from hand, if you have not ridden a grade 3 or greater unit this fight, perform one of the following. Choose one of your vanguards and it gets plus 10k until end of turn. Which is astounding. When fighting against a whole lot of decks that wants to go first, like Luard, like Haniel, like I guess Gurgwit to some extent, a whole lot of the very aggressive decks of J.J Here that we have been dealing with. I mean, this card is a little bit late, true, granted. We probably could have had this since the start of V, but I mean, it's better late than never. You know what I mean? But it's here. It's here. Choose one of your opponent's units and it gets -2 crit until end of turn. Until end of battle. Which is kind of nice, especially if you're getting rushed down by your opponents a lot and you're noticing, yeah, you guarded probably one of the attacks that didn't go through, and then you give the other units -2 crit that probably has like a force 2 marker on it. One thing to note, if it is high enough to hit over your Vanguard, it still counts as hit, but it will not deal you any damage. So say for example, you get plus 10k in power, right? You give 10 to your Vanguard and you guard with this for extra 10k. It gets 25k shield to your Van, and you have a 10k base Vanguard, which is still pretty nice. Your opponent does not pass, but he gets a critical trigger. You pass it to another rear guard, but he has an on-hit ability, and you're still 20, and he's hitting for 24. You're no guard. His on-hit ability will still trigger, so that's one thing to keep in mind. All right, cool. And then when placed on rear guard from hand, if you have 0 damage in your damage zone, put the top card of your deck into damage. It doesn't say specifically deal yourself a point of damage. It does say put a top card of your deck into the damage zone. So until we figure out whether or not in terms of comprehensive rules, if this will count as dealing yourself a point of damage, you will just refer to it as just put a card. Just put a card. All right. So what else could we look forward to? Let's look at how to use the heal guardians. You just put them, let's see, you choose the effects below. Your Vanguard's plus 10k. Your opponents get -2 crit. If you choose plus 10, you can stop your opponent's consecutive attacks if he goes for like a bunch of multi-attacks. And then you choose the -2 crit. You can avoid damage even from high-powered attack hits. And the plus 10k lasts until end of turn, and a -2 crit is until an end of battle, which is nice, which is really, really cool. All right. And the ability to minus the crit can stack as well, which Petit also pointed out to here as well, which is nice of him to do so. I think there's also a little bit of Q&A about it as well. Here we go. So Q&A regarding some of the Heal Guardian questions. If I call Heal Guardian to use a skill of plus 10k power until end of turn, how much of the total power increase will be? Since I will TLDR this for you, it's stackable. It's stackable, and you're also combining, and it's additive, right? So it's just plus 10 plus 15, so it's 25k shield, which is in some respects sometimes larger. You do need to keep note, after your grade 3 turn, you will no longer have access to Heal Guardians. So that is something you will need to take with a grain of salt, and you need to be careful about how you want to divide your heal triggers. You can play some number of heals and some number of Heal Guardians, but I think as of right now, you might want to just play more Heal Guardians, in all honesty, to survive a lot more pressure attacks, especially from decks like Angel Feather and Haniel. All right, and the second question, if you can resolve the skill twice, yeah, you can. Yes, you can. All right, here's another question. If the opponent unit attack a critical is at 0 but has power, oh yeah, so this is what we also referred to earlier. If you are at 20k, your opponent's at 24k but has 0 critical, critical is allowing them to do damage to you if they are on 0, but you also say you're not guarding it, it still counts as being hit. So if they do have any on-hit skills or effects, those will still resolve. And another question is, if, say for example, your opponent has 1 critical, you use the Guardian, it minuses them by a critical, because in Vanguard, you can actually go minus things. So you can actually go minus power, you can go minus critical, you can also go minus in shield as well. Reduce critical Vanguard by 2, so that means it'll be -1 crit. After that, he gets 2 critical triggers from a dry check or whatever have you. And after that attack, what happens? So you take 2 critical from them, so -1. You drive 2 crits, so you basically go to a crit of 1. That's all what happens. That's the TLDR of it. All right, let's see. What is the last question? When my Vanguard grade 2 and I have a Heal Guardian in my hand, am I able to G-assist? No, you cannot, because you have a grade 3 in your hand. Sadly enough, it's meant to be used earlier in the game to deny the aggression your opponent should be giving to you. If you draw into it, unfortunate, you might have needed to guard with it earlier, unfortunately. If your opponent's probably going to do big brain plays and actually like not attack you and hope that you probably had to whiff your assist, it's still a grade 3. It's not the end of the world. You can still write it. It's not the end of the world, Sat. Fortunately enough, it's not necessarily the end of the world. And if you're going to whiff a grade 3 anyway, it's not too poor, I guess. It's still 2 cards. You're drawing with it. Yeah. And then can you discard from your hand to call a G Guardian? It's still a heal trigger. So yes, you can. To deactivate the ability of G Guarding is to discard a heal trigger from your hand, no matter what grade it is. So cool. That's cool. All right, and now one of the biggest things that's happening, what's coming to fruition relatively soon, is that we are getting a clan collection volume 1 and volume 2 reveal. Some of the cards that are going to get revealed, some of the reprints that we've desperately needed, and some of the cards that the OCG had as promos that we're getting as well. And I'm really happy about this. Some grade 1 assists, some potential draw power that we're getting. Tetramagus as a reprint is pretty insane because that card has been relatively expensive for a very long time. So I'm really happy we're getting some of those stuff back. Burning Horn as a promo, very difficult to find, so I'm really happy it's being reprinted. It's really good. Let's see what's over here. Shirayuki's being almost 20 a piece is also been pretty insane as well, and some of the other cards that have been pretty difficult to find as well. Brad Brak I think has been pretty cheap on the open market, but it being a reprint for any like Dimensional Police enthusiast, any Brand Gate enthusiast has always been pretty nice. I think Mighty Bull Dragoon is kind of okay. Chowo, I guess it's a reprintable thing. Not a lot of things in Arakami is like, you know, difficult to find. Not a lot of people play it, but I do like that we're getting this card that has been a promo in JP for a bit, so I'm happy that we're getting this. So I'm really excited about that. Let's see over here, this page, I guess Sedna, Aqua, I guess is kind of nice. Anything else? Nothing really. Nothing really much. Let's see here. Oh, okay, these are pretty nice. So some Aglavils. Aglavils is almost 20 a piece, so 15 a piece right now at the moment. He's actually money. Bronwyn's also pretty difficult to come by, so that's really nice. There's also I think this is the Shadow Paladin Blaster Dark. That's also considered as a Royal Paladin, so this might be a nice reprint. Leofall is also pretty okay. Let's see. Yeah, everything else. Jafkiel, it's really good as a reprint. Some of these cards are very difficult to come by, so that's really nice that they're getting reprinted. And I think this might be a support card for some of the new archetypes that are also coming out from Murokumo and Nubatama in this set as well, since they're both getting new grade 3s. So I'm really excited to see how those turns out in terms of skills. Oh, sick! So Volume 2 might be the bee's knees. A lot of these are currently Volume 2 stuff, so holy gosh, that's actually pretty nice. So Volume 2 is where it's at. So this has been like 3 or 4 cards from this page, and this one is almost everything. Everything you're probably going to want here, even for stuff for Tachikaze, stuff for Novas. I don't know about Cat Butler, that seems kind of weird to me, but you know, whatever. The Grade 3 Searchers, the Lady Battler is really nice. These two also being promos as well, be very, very difficult to come by. This was only exclusively in SEA and JP exclusive promo. These, especially this Werewolf that we're getting this one, it's also a promo as well, so I'm really happy that we're getting it. Let's take a look here in this last page. Ooh, this, oh, the Lemur, we're getting this one. Oh, this is so cool. I'm really happy we're getting this one for Great Nature. This one right here, this one allows you to counter charge and soul charge by being able to, you know, look at your top deck and sending it to the drop. The lotto mechanic that Great Nature has, being able to utilize this, it's really nice with Isabel. Oh, that's so good. And then a couple of Grand Blue cards, Columbard. I don't think it's too difficult to come by. I think a lot of people have it right now. Negromon, little bit dicey since it's actually a really good card in almost both formats, Premium and V Premium. Any gear stuff, yeah, I think these are really nice. I mean, Grade 3 Searchers is okay. This is okay too as well. It's alright. These for Neo Nectar, unfortunately, I guess. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. And then we also have some cards that got revealed today as well. These are from Brand Gate and from Dark States. So we'll take a look at these and give our own overall assessments of them. And then that'll be it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Cardinal Noid Thumberino. When this unit boosts a Shadow Army token, you may have this unit get 15 counted at a turn. If you do, at the end of battle, retire all of your rear guards at the same column as this unit and draw a card. So you get rid of a token, you get rid of this card, you draw a card. Is that a good payoff? It's kind of 2 for 1-ing yourself. I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna get retired or you're against the prison matchup and they're gonna get got anyway, I guess they're pretty okay. I guess they're alright. They're alright. They're alright. They're okay. During your turn, if your Dark World Knight is if you're in Dark World Knight, which is the second phase or second activation of the orders, During your turn, if you're in it, it gets plus 2k. During your turn only. And oh no, it's only first activation in Dark. Oh, okay. So if you're in Abyssal Knight, which is a second activation. Okay, sorry. Dark World is first activation. Okay, so Abyssal Knight and Dark World Knight are keywords that are used in Brandgate, specifically in Orphist as the archetype. The World Orders are the one that allow you to either draw cards, and it has like passive additional effects that you could benefit from. Let's see. So instead of 2, it gets 5. It's not bad. 15k attacker permanently is pretty slick. At the end of battle, especially with a order token, it's a 30k column for most of the game, which is nice. At the end of battle, its unit attack costs. Retire a shadow enemy token, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and retire it as well. Oh, okay. So this actually makes you want to use your tokens more times in a game. So these actually put your tokens to work. Huh. The sets 2 stuff has actually been shaping up to be really good support for some of the new up-and-coming nations, actually, for the archetypes within the nations. Like the world order. The world order support has been really nice. That's really good. I'm really excited to see how they do. Alright, Diablo's Madonna Mabel. When this unit boosts the Vanguard, if you're in Final Rush, counterblast 1, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets triple draw. What? Why? Okay. I guess we're Hex Orb now? It gets 3 drive checks until end of turn. Alright. I guess we're Hex Orb now. Okay, sure. I guess we're Prison, we're Hex Orb, but it's a grade 1, bro. What? I mean, I guess we know what. It's a double rare too, right? Jesus. And she's kind of cute. Good qualities. Good quality. Quality card, quality people, quality design. Okay, Diablo's Jetpacker Leonard. Oh, Leonard, sorry. Continuous rearguard circle. If you are in Final Rush, this unit gets plus 5k. When this unit would attack, it battles all of your opponent's units in a column. In a column. Sorry guys, it's my it's people in the chat being kind of funny. So if you guys like any of the content here we also have a live stream at twitch.tv/GGMrRogers. Thank you. Hopefully you tune in. Hopefully you enjoy yourself. We have some pretty awesome sound effects, as you can hear. This unit gets plus 5k until a turn. When this would attack, it battles all of your opponent's units in a column. Why? So it attacks your opponent's Vanguard and the booster they're using. It's like, screw you and the horse you came on, basically. Bro, what? Okay, when this unit hits Soul Charge 1, it hits, by the way. So if you hit the other units as well, its skill will almost always go off. Sure. It's Soul Charge 1 if your Vanguard is Diabolo's Violence. Bruce, choose up to 1 card from your soul, call it to open rearguard circle. But what though? Okay, so from a scale of Y to mwah, I give it to a not bad. Alright, I guess Bruce good. Bruce is good, and World Order is good too, I guess. Sure. That seems to be a little, you know, saucy, but alright, I got you. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in and stopping out by. Be awesome, stay awesome, and have a wonderful day. This has been JJ, and I bid you adieu.